You don't want to die. You want to live differently. And I know you pressed on this video, maybe because there is a part of you that does feel like you don't want to be here anymore. And as someone who's experienced this in the past, who's gone through, these feelings of feeling like life is pointless, there's no meaning to it, and that I couldn't live any longer. Like there were seriously parts of my life where I honestly contemplated, deleting myself. And just being able to say that out loud literally puts into perspective just how far I've come, and therefore how far you can also come. Pause. Yeah, as I said, you don't want to die, you just don't want to keep living the way you're living. And this is something I had to realize because for a long time, I simply believed that my life was just not worth living. It was just boring. I had no passion for anything. I had no real interests other than just gaming and watching the hub really. And I used to think that that was just going to be my life, and I was just going to have to find little pockets of enjoyment in between these feelings of just agony and just pointlessness. But I realized this wasn't the case. This was a lie. This was something I'd convinced myself was the case. Because something that you need to realize is that the way you're living right now, the reason that you're feeling like you don't want to be here anymore, is simply because you can't keep living the way you're living. These signs that you're getting to end it all, to run away, to leave, this isn't because that you're broken, or there's something wrong with you internally, or you're just destined to fail. All this is signs. Your body's giving you signs that the way you're living, your lifestyle, your choices, your thoughts, your actions, you can't keep living like that. You have to change. And this change is going to be painful because a lot of this change is going to involve you looking in the mirror and having to admit to yourself that, yeah, I got it wrong. I was so convinced that life was this way, and I was wrong. And it's only once you acknowledge that you're wrong about your life and the way that you perceive life that you're then able to make changes to actually change your life, and therefore change the way you think about your life. As bad and awful as you think your life is right now, there are so many people that would trade with you in a moment. And I know right now that sounds ridiculous because you've convinced yourself that you got the worst life possible, that my life sucks, it's just the worst. I'm telling you right now, there are people that would do anything to have to be in your position right now. People would do anything to be you right now. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. It's something that you have to understand. What's wrong with your life is your perspective of your life. I'm sure there are things that maybe you're not happy with, maybe things you want to improve on, maybe things you want to change, but leaving this planet won't change any of those things. It won't help anything. So this change that you're going to have to go through, this evolution, this is something that's going to be very painful for you, because it's going to take having to unlearn all the things that you thought were true. It's going to have to take unlearning all of the things that you were taught as a child. Maybe it's going to take maybe having to reparent yourself, to have to sit down with yourself and teach yourself the basics of life. And part of that is going to be listening to people that are smarter than you. Yes, I know you're not the smartest person in the world. There was a time where I thought I knew everything. And it's only now that I'm a bit older and looking back, I can see I didn't know anything. And you're likely in that position right now where you think you know, and you think you know where your life's going, you think you know what you're capable of. You don't. You don't. You really don't. So again, I just want to remind you that you matter. People care about you more than you know. I want you to know that your mindset right now, the mindset you're in right now, where you feel like you're in the worst position ever and everything sucks, I want you to know that this is not the case. There are people that would swap with you in a heartbeat. There's people that want to live the life you're living. I know this sounds crazy right now because you probably think, well, my life sucks. They can have it. But it's only because your perception of your life right now, which is based on, let's be honest, it's based on our lack of understanding of just how privileged we are. The fact that I'm here right now, talking on this wireless mic, connected to a comb, connected to my iPhone, and transmuting this message across the world onto whatever device you're watching on. The fact you have the ability to learn things, there's so much information out there that can change your life. And the only thing preventing you from accessing it is your mindset and your identity, because you don't believe that you can be saved. You don't believe you're worth saving. And I'm speaking to you, but I'm also speaking to my younger self here who was in your position. You don't believe that you're capable of learning. You don't believe you're capable of changing. You believe the life that you're living in right now is going to be your reality forever. It doesn't have to be. As a human, you have the ability to change. You have the ability to learn. Use these abilities to your advantage. You don't have to be this person that you've become. You don't have to keep living the same life every day. You don't have to keep having the same thoughts every day. You can change, you can learn, you can grow. I'm not saying I have all the answers. Of course I don't. I'm still a human. There's still days where I feel like shit. But there's people out there that are way smarter than me, way more intelligent, that have answers and information that can help you. Please just look out for it. Go and search the internet. Search even chat GPT or some shit. I know that's probably not the best advice, but if you're at rock bottom right now, just do anything you can. Because I know your thoughts are telling you that your life is just worthless and it's pointless and everything's stupid. Don't believe these thoughts. These thoughts are the thoughts that you've had to get you in the situation you're in right now. If you want to change and have a new lease of life and have a new perspective of life, you have to change your habits and the way you think. And that's going to mean it's going to be painful. You're going to have to actually let go of things that you may have begun to think is your identity. Because there's a part of you that believes that you deserve to be in the position you're in right now. There's a part of you that believes that you deserve to not be happy. And you won't be until you change that belief. Okay, listen, just to be real with you, I've been where you are. I know how dark and lonely and isolating it feels. Don't stay by yourself. Reach out to your friends and family. Reach out to your loved ones. Speak to people. People care about you a lot more than you think. Please don't do anything stupid. Don't do anything rash. You're needed. You're loved. And I'm grateful that you're hearing this right now, because I wish I would have heard one of these messages when I was in my dark times. Getting a bit emotional here. That's probably a good time to end it. Yeah. Thank you for watching. I really do hope that this has helped someone. If this just helps one person, I've done my job. So, yeah, okay. It's good talking to you. Thank you.